All right, thank you very much for joining us here on Pulse Sport. My name is Nathaniel Atto, and there's a lot to discuss now. You know, we're looking at life after football. It's a big subject that many Ghanaians are always interested in, especially when footballers serve the nation and serve the nation well and also ply their trades around the world. One such person who has achieved a great deal in terms of his career and laurels with Ghana is the one and only John Mensah, known on the football pitch as the Rock of Gibraltar. He's a two-time World Cup star. He's played at the Nations Cup. He's won a silver medal at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, and he's played as well in England, in the English Premier League. He's played in the Italian Serie A, and he's played in the French Ligue 1, where he plied a lot of his professional trade as a footballer. Very, very well distinguished in that final third and wearing that iconic number 5 jersey. There are many who have argued that maybe we should have just hung that number 5 jersey because of how exceptional he was when he was there and played that role. Of course, many also remember 2008, the Africa Cup of Nations, which Ghana hosted, and where John Mensah captained and stood in the stead of injured Stephen Appiah and led the Black Stars to a bronze medal finish. Many also remember how he broke down in tears after that presentation ceremony because he wanted us to win the ultimate. The Rock of Gibraltar is my guest. He's with a good friend of his, Frank Chisom, and they are going to be talking about life after football. John, great to have you here. You look good.
Thank you.
Frank, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about life after football. What have you been up to, and is your career still active or it's over? The last time I heard you were trying to sort out an injury and get back.
Yeah, it's true. Last year, 2016, I was in Sweden. I was playing for the club called AFC United.
AFC United, yes.
And unfortunately, when I arrived there, I got injured. So I couldn't play much for them. And then my contract was like 6 months. So I came back to Ghana, make sure that I would do the treatment to get well. And you know, sometimes there are certain injuries that can take long before you get healed. So as for football, I'm still active, but like I haven't been active for clubs now. But right now, I'm doing a little bit of treatment, but I'm getting more better for now. So,
okay, so it's something that you still want to pursue. Have you decided when you want to wrap all of this up? Because obviously, I mean, you're not getting any younger.
Yeah, you're right. You know, it's all about injuries that kept me, all these things. That, you know, it's not like my contract has got end and the team don't want me to stay with them like that. It's just because of injury. And the time I'll get recovering, then my contract also has been ended. So it's something like I haven't make any idea for, like, you know, stopping playing football right now. But just because I'm just thinking how I can get well to come back on my feet.
So you have like 5 more years, 6 more years?
You know, for now I cannot say.
Because recently, you know, Gianluigi Buffon, you know, hung his gloves on a very emotional note. I mean, he's played for a very long time, so you have players who are still playing. So that's why I'm asking if you want to do
yeah, you know, you're right, because even the time I'm in Ghana here, before I got Europe chance to play in Europe, I saw Luigi Buffon and then Piero also. They were playing.
Alessandro Del Piero.
They were all playing before I even traveled to Europe to start playing Bologna for my first international career. So it's like they were still playing, I'm still home. You know, you see, it's something like, it's not by age, it's not by maybe 2 years or 5 years. It depends the way you feel. I can say, okay, let me say, oh, maybe after 3 years, the way I feel myself, I think I can, at 3 years' time, I will stop playing football. It's not because of what you are gaining before you say that, oh, I have this, so I have to. No, it's just how you feel yourself then. So for me, I cannot say 5 years or 4 years or 3 years or 6 years, but it depends the way I'll
but also talking about, you know, what you've gained. I mean, always everybody is interested in that side of you. You know, I know you're very, you know, very reserved. You like to keep to your family, a very private person, but you know, the price you pay for, you know, for being a public figure is that everybody wants to know what's happening with you. You know, I mean, at this stage of your career, you're comfortable financially in a way, aren't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have to thank God for that, because it's God that make me be John Mensah as I am right now. If it's not, I don't know where I should have been.
Not even with that tough period in your life where, you know, the family issues, the divorce issues and all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't break you down, you're still strong.
Oh, you know, no, but it's not the first time that marriage issue comes to the world, and that's not the last time too. And it's not because of me that marriage issue comes to this world, but it was there before even I was born. So I won't let this thing damp my spirit down, but I have to keep on focused, because for the person that is going and is going to do his own things, and me too, I don't need to just concentrate what I've done to damp my spirit down. I have to move on in life because I have children, so I have to make sure I'll just get well and make sure I take care of my children.
How are the kids doing anyway?
Oh, by the grace of God, they're fine. They're fine. They're all okay. They're all blessed by grace.
Any of them wanting to play football? Do you want any of them to play football?
Yeah, my firstborn was playing, but you know, I can't say that's how he can do. But you know, he do a lot of other things. Okay. Right now, it's difficult to say that.
But wouldn't you love it if one of your children, you know, step in your shoes and they play? I mean, to the level where you played and even bigger. Wouldn't you love it?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that, definitely. I would love that, to be honest with you. You know, it's great that you see your son also is playing like you, you know. Maybe the skills you have, maybe you won't play the same, but at least see him also doing well in football is a great thing. It's a great thing. So we all praying. My wish that I'm praying for God to bless them to whatever good things they are planning this world to do. It should be fulfilled.
You are an ambassador for the, you know, Wealth Bankers Job Arena. This is something that you've ventured into as an ambassador. I mean, the world over, we see that sports stars are, you know, getting themselves into major projects such as these. I mean, there's a whole host of them. The reason why Frank is here with you. Frank, why did you decide to choose John Mensah as your ambassador to run your project?
Thank you for the opportunity. Like you said at the beginning, John Mensah is a known star in Ghana, and he's known to be very dependable and having the foresight. He loved the nation very much, and Job Arena, World Banker Job Arena, has the same vision as John Mensah has shown over the years. For instance, you mentioned when his teammate was on injury and he had to come in and play for the Ghana team and then won the silver medal, right? Yeah. So
bronze at the Nations Cup.
Bronze at the Nations Cup.
Sure.
So something similar, because World Banker Job Arena love the African nation. Already we're operating in 19 African countries. We love the African nation. We believe the African nation can be better. We believe unemployment can be destroyed totally if people are willing to focus and work for it. And he has been someone who has had this vision to build Africa and love Ghana. And so we believe if we're coming into Ghana to establish World Banker Job Arena as one of the African nations we're operating, John Mensah is one of the best person to work with.
Wow, interesting stuff. How long is he engaged in all of this, and what are the expectations? What are we going to be seeing him? Are we only going to be seeing him on you know, billboards in town, or he's going to, you know, have extra duties as an ambassador with you?
It's still early, but so far he's done a lot, and we believe to be going more on live tours per se, and having career seminars across different universities and schools. And he'll be joining us in that as well. We have a lot of TV shows in terms of social media coming up, and we're going to brand him. So basically, he's in for a long while, but I can't say, like you said, 5 years or 2 years or 3 years. No, I can't say that.
Wow, interesting stuff. You must be excited going to all these universities to talk to our future leaders about, you know, how they need to project and how they need to, you know, build up their future.
Yeah, it's something quite interesting because already we have reached out, not officially, but through some underground visits to Legon and Ken University, and we're about to finalize the deal to enter there. And it's going to be very interesting to reach out to these people. But right now we want to first capture the heart of the employers, because the employers have to see the value that we have to offer to the Ghanaian job seeker, and then they will take us up. So it's going to be very interesting.
Tell me about the use of John Mensah's, image and how it has, you know, sparked enthusiasm among the youth so far with what because you say you've done a lot of work underground.
Yeah.
Tell me about the use of John Mensah's image and what it has done for you guys.
Okay. When we came in initially, we We had not yet set up any base here. We were trying to look at how things will work out. When we came in, it was a little bit difficult to penetrate the market. We couldn't identify with Ghanaian people. So when we met John and we spoke with him, and he was very open, very friendly, and I said, okay, I'm going to take it up. And once he joined us, we saw a lot of people came to the site, people were signing up on a daily basis. On a day, up to 300 people coming in to ask questions, what is happening, want to join. They believe that once John Mensah is part of the program, then it's something good, something they can trust, and they're willing to go along with it.
So we can find you on wealthbankers.com, and we can see the Rock of Gibraltar standing there and waiting to welcome you.
You know, the one thing I like from them is like, you know, they basically, you know, they don't, you know, based only in Ghana. They basically for the whole Africa.
Wow.
And that's what I like from them.
Wow.
And it's good for,
great stuff.
You know, for them to bring this particular program here.
Yeah. Great stuff. Interesting that you talk about Africa, because, you know, at the last Africa Cup of Nations that Ghana hosted in 2008, I remember that major sacrifice that you made.
My back, and as a defender, I have to do anything possible to just frustrating the guy or to let him spoil the ball without putting the ball
bring him down.
So,
yeah, but look, let's wrap up with your former teammate Junior Gogo. Did you hear about his case, his stroke?
Oh yeah, I heard about I think last month someone even called me and doing an interview about asking me about Junior Gogo's situation, and I was so sad about what happened to him. We are all sorry about what happened to him. You know, in life, all these things used to happen to human being. We wish him speedy recovery, though no one know what is going to happen for the next, but I'm sure the doctors and everyone is just close to him and helping.
Have you tried to speak to him?
I don't have his number around. Since after 2008, he moved to America, and after then, me too, I moved to another club. So it's like since then, he haven't been part of the national team, so that's why. And it's like we are not very close friendly, but friend that we chat all the time. But it's like when we meet in camp, we used to talk, we used to do everything, crack jokes, everything. So unless the time that I heard this particular story, then I also wish him.
All right, John, thank you so much. It's been great having you here, and that's how we wrap it up here on Sport on Pulse. We've been spending time with the Rock of Gibraltar, former captain of Ghana, John Mensah. Thanks for watching. My name is Nathaniel Atto, and I have love for sport.